strange as though it may be, most people don't know that Jesus Christ's face is omnipresent. That's right, more obvious than the sky is blue. Jesus Christ's face is everywhere: eyes, nose, mouth, and beard. It should give you a little bit of an idea of where you stand with Jesus. Even if you think you're a heavy-duty believer in him, his face has been everywhere your whole life. And I may be the first one showing him to you. You should have found this out by yourself if you decided to obey him, because that's actually Jesus Christ's promise. John 14:19 to 21. Before long the world will not see me anymore, but you will see me. Because I live, you also will live. On that day you will realize that I am in my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you. Whoever has my commands and keeps them is the one who loves me. The one who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I too will love them and show myself to them. So I'm guessing that churches are taking this as one single verb: love them and show myself to them. So they'll be like, yeah, but he shows himself to me in my heart. You mean he loves you? He already said that, right? Love them and show myself to them. Actually, John felt it was necessary to clarify that as well in 1 John 3:6. No one who lives in him keeps on sinning. No one who continues to sin has either seen him or known him. So those are two different verbs used to describe a relationship that we have with him. We can know him with our hearts, yeah, understand him, and we can literally see his face and everything, as I'm showing you here. Eyes, nose, mouth, and beard. Sometimes I color the eyes in blue, sometimes in black. Depends on the contrast and what I think will show up better. So Jesus Christ said that his coming would be omnipresent. Luke 17:24, for the Son of Man in his day will be like the lightning, which flashes and lights up the sky from one end to the other. So what do people believe that say they believe in Jesus? Because he said that. Do they believe he's going to eat a bunch of donuts so that he gets so fat that you can see him from one end of the sky to the other? Or is it this scientifically provable fact that Jesus Christ's face is everywhere? I've been seeing him since 2002. I've no doubt in my mind that he is who he says he is. And actually Jesus mentions that too. He says whoever does what he says will know if he comes from God or not. Forget that quote exactly, but King David prophesied it. Peter quoted it on Pentecost and converted a ton of people when he said in Acts 2:25, David said about him, I saw the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand, I will not be shaken. So I can fully see him always before me. And that was what David prophesied, what Peter confirmed. And yet we have a world full of people who say they believe in Jesus. They must have just whited out that part. Jesus says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Yep, we do. But again, people will add and take away. They'll say, yeah, that means when you die. Jesus didn't say that. And then they'll say, but in the Old Testament, it said that anyone who looks at his face will surely die. Did Jesus say that? No. Jesus said that when we obey him, he's going to love us and show himself to us. Alright? So I'm here to tell you, you're out of luck. You think you're going to heaven, and that's just based on what you heard in church. But if you actually take a look at what Jesus says, John chapter 6 verse 40, he sums up why he's here. He said, because it's the will of my Father that everyone who sees his Son and believes in him will have eternal life, and I'll raise them up on the last day. So Do you figure that you can go buy a $1 Coke for 50 cents? Because that's what you're believing right now. Doesn't matter how hard you believe it. You show up to buy a Coke that costs $1 for 50 cents, you won't be able to buy it. The other 50 cents that you need is seeing Him. And that's going to happen when you bear down and you pray the Our Father in the secret and to Jesus, and you read the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew chapter 5, 6, and 7, and you do every single thing that it says right there to start. Then you read the Gospels as much as you can and make sure you're doing every single thing that Jesus says. If you're not, that's why He came. He came to give us the power to be children of God again. Right? Because we're not naturally going to follow Him. We're not naturally going to obey Him. That's why He gave us all His doctrine, so that we could be happy. It's because He loves us. He didn't do it because He hates us. He created us. We're incredibly complex beings. Just like a fish needs water, human beings need to obey Jesus Christ's doctrine in order to be happy. If not, you're going to feel like a fish out of water, and quite a few people do. And I feel sorry for you, because I've been looking at His face for over 18 years in everything, anytime I want to. And I have this beautiful, it's a payment after obeying Him with His grace. This beautiful payment that He can mellow me out and relax me, make me feel happy and full of love and confident and full of hope and everything good any single time I want. That's what I want to share with you. Starts with you. Who's ever hearing this right now? We've got a lot of problems on earth right now. This is the solution to every single one of them. But it's not going to be a solution if you're going to chicken out or just straight up not believe your own eyes right here, right now.